I moved into Prospect House where Kenneth Anderson lived in 54, but moved out in 55 when I got married. I knew him for a short while. He was quite an eccentric man, but very friendly, and he used to come and go many times. Don't know what else I could tell you about him. He was a good writer and used to tell all the other children over there lots of stories about his escapades in the jungle, and we always knew him as a great hunter. Ginger hair and a beard. He was quite stockily built and of good height. He always wore khaki trousers and a shirt. And used to come and go to see the family, but he lived mainly, I think, in Whitefield at that time.
Hello, I knew Kenneth Anderson as we were his tenants in his house. We stayed there from 1954 to 1960 till I got married. And I know him as a very jovial, humorous man, always cracking jokes. And he used to come and go. The children all used to run away from him sometimes. But at times he sat and he spoke to them and he told them jungle stories which they enjoyed. Especially my brothers, they got very close to him. My brother Gilbert and my brother Chippy, that's his pet name. The elder one wasn't so interested in this because these were small, and he used to worry them and call them steel body, and they used to get very angry, and he used to chase them around. He was his name was he had a pet named Jock Anderson, and also he was called Twisty. I don't know why Twisty, suddenly one or two people called him that, maybe because of his moustache which he used to twirl. He was always dressed in khaki like a Bishop Cotton boy, and in both hands he carried two bags. One will be maybe meat for the hyena, and the other maybe some things for the python he had, which eventually got twirled up in his car, in the carburetor or something like that, and taking it out he got bitten. But he was not bothered. He ran to the back of the house. There was some tree there. He said it's the devil's trumpet. I don't really know. Took that leaf and rubbed it on, and he was quite okay, not bothered. He used to feed the python with dead bandicoots, whole chickens, and these children used to be amazed to see it going down its stomach full like that. And then he brought a hyena, which he called Jackie. Now Jackie had to have a place to stay. He had, of course, a big compound in Festival Road. So he dug a trench 6 feet deep and about 6 feet across. And it was like a little island. The hyena lived on the island. He used to bring meat, hang it up and sometimes he used to stink. We used to get irritated with him. But he loved that hyena. And what happened one day, my brother Gilbert, he used to go to it and play with it and pet it also. But someone else threw a hula hoop in that pit. So he said, don't worry, Jackie knows me, I'll go there. So he jumped into the pit, but Jackie was holding the hoop in its mouth. This fellow picked it up and he shook it like that, and he said it wouldn't leave it. Then it left it and went for his throat. He put his hand up and he got mold on his hand. He was pouring with blood. We didn't know what to do. Then my husband, David, jumped into the pit. He ran around. Lucky that Jackie had a collar, caught his mouth and pulled it, and the hyena let go. And with that, we told Gilbert, run, run, run. He ran. There was some, and he ran up and jumped over. Then my husband had to take this fellow around, and he threw him around the corner, and he had to come and run. And then we took him to the hospital. The doctors were so amazed, what is bitten him? So we told him a jackal. So he had to undergo lots of treatment. And finally, they said he must remove it. Not that we made a complaint, but now how is he to remove it? He has to take it in the car, or he has to bus won't take it. So he took the hyena and he chained it up, and he went walking all the way to Whitefield. and the hyena had a habit of going round and round. So he came back and grumbled. He says, I walked miles more than Whitefield because I had to go round and round with him every time. And then we all had a good laugh, and he laughed with us. And he kept Jackie in Whitefield, and finally I think Jackie also passed away. But he was a very friendly man, and a very good man. And when he worked in HAL as a labor officer, he was very good to the labor. He helped many people out in their distress. And his son has taken after him, Donald Anderson. And then we used to see him going shooting and bringing things, panthers and all sorts home. At that time, shooting was allowed. Now shooting, and I think it broke his heart when he couldn't go, but he loved animals, but still he loved shooting them. And he shoot wild boar and bring and give us. Wild boar is very tasty. If you eat it, it's very tasty. So we have been out also on camps with him, fishing when they joined WASI later on. And they've been very good friends of ours, family friends from a long time. And I wish him all the best. And may Kenneth Anderson's soul rest in peace.